Hi, welcome back. We're going to explore in this module some of the Boolean logic capabilities of GeoGebra. We're going to create a checkbox that will allow students to check their own work in a GeoGebra sketch. We're also going to look a little bit at some new commands, including the random between command, which is incredibly helpful in a variety of settings. Here's the idea of the sketch that you're going to create. Basically, kids are given a line and a point A, and their job is to drag point B to the location of A's reflection over the line. When they think they have it, for instance, here I think I have it, I click on the check answer box and it gives me feedback. So B really was the reflection of A over that line. And when they hit the Command R key sequence, it creates a new random line and a new point A. So I need to drag B over again. I check my answer. So that's the idea. If they check the answer and it's not correct, they're given feedback that tells them to keep trying. So to begin, I've created a new GeoGebra window. We're going to hide the algebra view here, and then I want to set point capturing to be fixed on the grid. So go here and make sure you pick fixed on grid. I like to turn the grid on this. You can toggle the grid being on and off either here with this button or by going under the view menu. And we're going to use the input line extensively here. I want to begin by defining a point A. This is going to use the random between function. A is actually going to have an x coordinate that's random, and the point's actually going to range between -5 and 5. That's what this command does. Currently, I've just defined the x coordinate of A to be a random value between -5 and 5. Then we could even copy this. I'll type it in again. But the y value of this point A is also going to be a random value between -5 and 5. Once we go ahead and hit enter, you'll see A on the screen. By hitting Command R to refresh the display, you'll notice that A is a random point. Its x-coordinate is going to range between -5 and 5, and its y-coordinate is going to range between -5 and 5. These are integer values. Okay, now we're going to create a point B. It's to be anywhere on the screen. Now we're ultimately going to reflect point A about some line and have the kids try to drag B to the reflection of A. So next we're going to create point C and D. These will help us create our reflecting line. So type in C equaling random between -2 and 2. And I want the y coordinate to also be a random between -2 and 2. And go ahead and hit enter. So we should now see our point C. Now D is going to depend upon C. I'm going to create a point D that is C shifted 1 unit to the right. So there's D. Now point E I'm going to define this to be a rotation. We're going to rotate point D a random value, a random multiple of 45 degrees. So I'm going to type E equals rotate D. We're rotating D. Random between 0 and 3 times 45 degrees. I get the degree symbol by clicking on this little alpha button here that brings up this symbol palette. And lastly, we'll type in C. Let's explain this command a little bit. E is defined as the rotation of point D about point C. We're going to rotate D about C either 0 degrees, 45 degrees, 90 degrees, or 135 degrees. Based on whatever this random number is, we're just rotating D a multiple of 45 degrees around C. That'll be our point E. Now the deal is, we're going to create a line that connects C and E. So you can do that from the command line as well. It's just as easy to use the line tool here. But in the spirit of using the command line, let's do this. I'm going to type in line. We're going to connect C and E together. Now at this point, we don't really need to see C or E. I'm going to right click on these and hide them. Uncheck show object. Uncheck show object. Uncheck show object for D. A and B are the only points that appear now. We're going to reflect A over this line. So I'll use the reflection tool to do that. It's the fourth button from the right. I'll pick reflect. We're going to reflect A about this line. So there we have A prime. Now when I hit Command R to refresh, notice that A and A prime are always reflections of one another. It's kind of helpful to make this line a little bit bolder. I'll right click on it, go to Object Properties, and let's make this line a little bit thicker. Now once again, when I hit Command R, notice that A prime is always the reflection of A over that line. What the kids are going to be doing is they're not going to be given A prime. This is going to be hidden, and they're going to attempt to drag B to the location of A prime. When they do that successfully, we're going to have Geogebra tell them that they've in fact dragged B to the location of A prime. If they drag to the wrong spot, they're going to get a message that says, try again. So let's go ahead and hide A prime. So we uncheck show object, but A prime still exists, we just can't see it. And we're going to type some text in here that we're going to use in a minute. In this input line, let's go ahead and type text, good work. This is the text that will be displayed when they correctly drag B on top of A prime. Let's drag this text out of the way a little bit. And then next we want to type in the text. How about something like keep trying? Go ahead and enter. We're going to drag this off to the side a little bit as well. And what's going to tie all this together is the use of a checkbox. I'm going to go here, and the second button from the right, you'll notice this feature called checkbox to hide and show objects. We're going to create a checkbox with the caption, how about, I don't know, check your work, check answer. And for now, we're not gonna type anything in here or select any objects. We just want this checkbox to appear. I'll move it over here. This checkbox has a Boolean value of B. This checkbox is called B. Right now, B is true. When I check on this, now B is false. So keep that in mind. We're going to go to the object properties of for each of these pieces of text. There's only certain conditions under which I want good work to appear. There's only certain conditions under which I want keep trying to appear. And good work I only want to appear when this checkbox is checked and when B is dragged to the location of A prime. So let's see if we can set this up to work. You're going to click on the text for good work, right click on it, and pick object properties. And you should notice a couple of tabs here. Under the advanced tab, we're going to type in a condition under which we want that that text to appear. So type this on in here. We're going to type A prime double equals and then B. Okay, what this means is that when A prime is equal to B, we want the text to appear, but it's not the only condition. We're only going to let that text appear when the kid actually checks the checkbox to check their work. So the Boolean value B has to be true. So when A prime and B are the same point and the student has clicked the checkbox to check their work, when both of these conditions are satisfied, we'll show the text great work. Notice that Geogebra automatically updates the syntax. This is the and symbol. This is the conditional equals. We're going to now edit the condition to show object for the second text, the keep trying text. And on here, let's go ahead and type the following. A prime is not equal, exclamation point and the equal sign means not equal. A prime is not equal to B, and they've clicked the box to check their answer. So we're going to show keep trying when A prime isn't the same point as B and they've decided to check their answer. So once you have that entered in, go ahead and press the return key. Notice that it changes Geogebra changes the symbols automatically. And you can go ahead and close this window. So right now notice that B is not the reflection of A. So I'm going to move it. Boy, it sure did look like it was the same. There it is. Good work. Now once I've actually solved the problem correctly, I can hit Command R to refresh. And this is not the reflection of A. I'm going to uncheck this box. And I'm going to move B where I think it should go. Let's see here. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think if I move B up 1, I think I have the correct answer. Let me check. Yes. So that's the idea behind this sketch. Here's some things I'd like you to try. Change the random coordinates of the points, or change how the line behaves. Instead of showing a text block, show a smiley face or frowny face image. We've practiced adding images to your sketches. A third thing you might try is to make the file allow students to practice random rotations of 90, 180, or 270 degrees. There's more information about commands you might use on our handout. Lastly, you can make a text box that shows the equation of a random line. Have the line that you drag match the equation. Have a smiley face image appear when you're correct. So these are just some ideas that you can use with the random between. It's very powerful. And enjoy this. Have a good time. And we look forward to your posts and the discussion this week. Talk to you later.